I have a special treat for you today. Hi, I'm Megan Telpner, certified nutritionist, and we're making the best sushi you've ever had in your whole life. And if you don't believe me, then you have to make it yourself and then tell me otherwise. So what we need, we are gonna start with a sushi mat, which you can find at a lot of grocery stores, definitely in the Asian food departments and often in health food stores, and our nori sheet. We're gonna start with nori. It has a shiny side and a duller side. We put the shiny side down and there's some little lines in it. We want those lines to go the same direction as our sushi mat. Now instead of rice, we're switching it up and we're gonna use a little bit of quinoa instead. We like quinoa. Not even a grain, it's a seed. It's a wonderfully rich protein powerhouse. So we're gonna use this in place of our rice, and typically we cook our quinoa with a 1 to 1.5 quinoa to water ratio. For sushi, we're gonna do a 1 to 2, so it'll get a little bit softer and stick a little bit better. So we've got our quinoa packed in, spread across the sheet. Make sure you get right to the edges, leaving a small amount at the top so you'll be able to lift it for rolling. Now we add in our vegetables. So what I've got to put in, whoops, so good. We almost had a wardrobe malfunction, not that kind. And we're gonna put in some sliced cabbage. I always choose purple cabbage because I like the colors. I like to pick my vegetables based on the overall color. We're putting in apples, which is something that's a little bit different for a little bit of sweetness and that extra crunch. We're gonna add in a few leaves of spinach because you can never, ever, ever have enough greens, ever. Green food is power food. It's as close to eating energy from the sun directly. We're gonna put in some beautiful avocado for those good fats, a perfect multivitamin, good for our skin, and so delicious. And then some carrots go in. My problem is that I always overstuff. I feel like I might have done that. We overstuff our sushi, but that's okay. So we put that in. I'm gonna put a sprinkle of sesame seeds just across the top. And last and definitely not least, we've got our fermented kimchi. Loving these fermented foods. They've gotten super trendy. I'm surprised they don't have like a kimchi donut or some nonsense like that. We want our fermented foods raw and whole and ideally accompanying other healthy foods. So these are gonna ensure good gut health, microflora balance. 70% of our immune system is in our gut and we need to take care of it. And the fermented foods help feed the good bacteria, keep the bad guys at bay, so we're all set. I'm now gonna roll this up. So what we do is we lift it up from the back end, holding on to this ever so slightly, and then we do one big up and over roll, and then lift up the mat as you hold it down and pull from the other end. Careful not to pull the seaweed because it will rip. And then we just continue pulling it and turning it and pulling it and turning it, just like that till we get a firm roll happening. And then once we've got it all rolled up, we just wrap it up, and then this is where we put in our love. We're like, love you, sushi, heal me, sushi, feed me, love you, delicious. And unroll it. If you find the edge isn't sticking too well, you can just add a little bit of water on there. But there we have a beautiful sushi roll. It really is that easy. I didn't just make that up. So now that we've got this beautiful roll, we're going to slice it into 6 beautifully perfect pieces. You want to use a very sharp knife, and if you don't have a super sharp knife, go get it sharpened, and then come back and cut it with your sharp knife, or use a serrated knife. But we should always be working with sharp knives. And then we're just going to slice it first down the middle, just like that, and you can see all the beautiful colors in the middle there. How nice is that? And then we're gonna cut each side into 3 pieces. I wanna try and get them all about even, but nobody's perfect. So we put those there. And these ones will go right over here. And there we have our beautiful quinoa kimchi apple sushi. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Megan Telpner, and I want to know what you're cooking up. Tell me what you're putting in your sushi rolls in the comment section below. For the full recipe and directions, visit genuinehealth.com. Thanks and have a great day.